I want to show you guys on how I achieve my perfect pencil skirt. I'm going to put up a video up here for you to see what I mean by perfect pencil skirt that will still be comfortable for you. I'll be using a fabricated measurement. Like what I meant is, I'm not using an adult measurement, but it's an adult skirt I'm trying to draft out here, but it's not an adult measurement. The full length of this skirt, I'll be using full length 17. My knee length is going to be 9. My hip length is going to be 5. This is my knee length 9, and this is my hip length 5. On the waist measurement, I'm going to be using 3.5 inch for the seam allowance and 3 for the down. And then on my hip, I'm going to be using 5. My knee length, I'm going to be using 4. And then the down part, I'm going to be using 3.75. Then I'm going to connect everything. In this place, I'm trying to label everything, my knee length, hip length, so that I don't make a mistake. And now this is the front part of the perfect pencil skirt. Now let's move over to the back. In this back, I'm trying to explain something. I'm trying to explain that, for example, now my hip is 42. I'm going to use 1.5 for my zip allowance, 2 inches for my hip line, and 1 inch for the down part. That's the end of the skirt, and I'm going to connect everything. That is if I'm sewing my own measurement. But on this, I use 1/2 inch for the zip allowance, 1.25 for the hip line, and then I use 1/2 inch at the down part. Mind you, you are still going to take your hand over to the other side of the skirt and add the whatever inch you remove, so that it's going to balance. Don't forget to notch your zip allowance side. Then we'll cut it out and move over to the fabric. I was trying to pin down the fabric. It's important that you pin down. I cut it out. After cutting it out, I will take it straight to the machine to join it together. I'll cut out the front part, and here is me cutting out the back part. I'm done cutting out the back part, so it's time for me to go over to my machine and join them together. I'm done joining it and iron it. You can see the shape is already coming out. There's something I always do before I seal my skirt. I always call it shaping. After joining my back parts together, I'm going to remeasure everything from the waistline to the hip line to the knee line down to the skirt. I will retake every measurement and reshape the skirt. I used to call it reshape. I will make sure everything is in order. I will cut it out. I will apply the same method at the front. I will also cut it out. If my hip measurement is 40 at the back, I will use 40.5. And then when I'm cutting the front part, like what I'm doing now, I'm going to take out the 1/2 inch to eliminate that bulginess at the front. Well-fitted pencil skirt. There's something I want you to notice about the back. You see how curvy this back looks. Let me put my hand inside for you to see. You see how curvy it looks. It is meant to accommodate the bum of the person. Be it small or big, it's going to give it shape by force. That person will have shape because of this back. See it? It's curvy. A well-fitted pencil skirt requires a high slit. That is why I said you should make sure you always ask your clients, do they want a well-fitted pencil skirt? If it's possible, just sew a normal one and leave in your shop to show them what you mean by a well-fitted skirt. Because I've made it for some clients, they'll be like, oh no, it's too tight, so I will end up losing it. Most importantly, if you know you are going to leave your seam allowance outside, this is what I mean by seam allowance outside. Make sure to use 2 inches seam allowance. But if you are selling the skirt, I wish you all the best with adjustments. Because if I want to seal the skirt, it's very easy for me. I just have to loosen the zip allowance and join it together and then seal it inside. You will not see joining. Anyway, if I'm not selling inside, I'm making use of 2 inches seam allowance just in case of adjustments. Thank you for watching.